Chapter 6 Visions of the Appleseed. A low humming sound. A strange, sing-song-like hum amidst a void of white. "Please, you have to help them," the voice would cry. "You're the only one who can delay death's touch." Then would come the scream, followed by the splattering of blood on pure white. Why was she always having that dream? The goblin awoke from her slumber, eyes heavy with the weight of the dream on her mind. For a month now, every day the same dream would occur. She didn't know what it meant, or what to do about it. All she knew, that it was the one consistent puzzle in an otherwise perfectly mundane existence. Days in the village of Witchfen were all the same. She would wake up, brew her morning cup of tea, work at her daily studies, and go about the town. Witchfen was a routine village. Every day the blacksmith would boast about her latest piece. Every day the fishermen would complain that nothing was biting. Every day the farmers would yell at each other about their animals getting into one another's fields. And every day nothing would change. Until, of course, the day it did. She grabbed her bag and made her way, as she always did, over to the library. A small building that couldn't house more than 100 books, all of which she had already read. She mostly went to say hello to the librarian, an elderly man who, while he never spoke a single word, was a source of kindness and warmth in the otherwise drab village. She walked in, the old librarian greeting her with the same warm smile he always did as he straightened out some books on the shelves, one in particular that she had never seen before. A large grimoire, brown in cover with elven runes dancing across the spine and bottom. Along the front inscribed was a large sapphire, faint in color and surrounded by gold plating. She had never seen a spellbook quite like it. Is it new?" she asked. The old man nodded in response, grabbing the book off the shelf and putting it on the counter in front of her. She stared at it in a moment in awe. For a split second, the sapphire almost seemed to glow faintly. She shook her head at this. Likely it was just her crazy imagination. Her hand reached out to touch it, and as it made contact, she felt the book thrum to life beneath her. Extraordinary, magical, powerful. She had never felt anything quite like it before. Opening the grimoire up, she studied the pages. The text was unlike anything she had seen before. Strange runic carvings and markings that formed rough words, an ancient language of some sort. Spells were carved into the very pages, spells she had never even heard of before. She wondered what secrets a tongue like this could contain. Glancing back up at the librarian to thank him, she heard a scream in her head, shaking her of her fantasy. The same one as in the dream, she thought for only a moment, as she stared in horror at what lay before her. I will give a trigger warning right now if you're someone who does not like horror. Specifically kind of body Horror. Surrounding the librarian was a creature, a horrible being twisted around his body, devoid of form, as if she was staring into a pit of nothingness. The creature didn't say a word. It only hummed, the same hum she had heard in her dreams so many nights. Her eyes shut unwillingly, and in that instant, all she could see was blood. "No!" she cried, clarity suddenly coming to her. She saw the librarian, plain as he was, the same smile he always wore affixed on his face. Although now puzzled at her sudden outburst, her hand still lay on the grimoire, magic still coursing through her veins. What was that? She paused, her voice swelling in her throat. She didn't understand what had happened. Was that a vision of some kind? What she saw, that creature, she had no idea how to describe it. All she knew was that it terrified her. I'm sorry, she said. I have to go. Grabbing the grimoire and running, she fled the library, returning to her home and shutting the door firmly behind her. What the hells was going on? What was that thing she saw? Why did she think that when she opened her eyes, the librarian would be dead? She looked at the grimoire again, rapidly flipping through the pages. It started when she touched this, didn't it? But the book didn't seem cursed. In fact, it felt powerful, ancient almost in the spells within. Please, she begged. Somehow, she thought, this book was connected to that awful being. Show me your secrets. As if commanded by her voice, the grimoire's pages turned and opened to her, the words on the page lighting up with a red flash, allowing her to understand what lay within. The grimoire spoke of a darkness, a dark and terrible being devoid of love or kindness. Only malice and anger consumed it. Only the strongest of mages could even see the beast, and only the strongest of wizards could delay its fury. But how does one kill it? She frantically turned the book, finding no answer to her question. The grimoire contained spells across dozens of schools of magic, but still no spell was strong enough to kill this dark entity. There were still too many questions. Her head spun with every anxiety it could muster. There was no getting anywhere like this. A nap. Yes, sleep would help her. She could come at this situation with a fresh mind, a renewed energy. But sleeping only made matters worse. In her sleep, she saw visions. All the people of the village, each one twisted around this demon, its teeth ready to snap and put an end to the life of each villager. The sight of it was gruesome, each death more bloody and vile than the last. The creature was insatiable. With every kill it laughed and stalked to its next victim. All the goblin could do was stare in horror at it all, until the creature locked eyes with her. She felt her entire mind and body betray her, as she felt forcibly pulled to the being. You can't kill what's inevitable, the creature taunted. Death comes for all. Even you. Unhinging its horrific maw to swallow her whole, the vision went black. Waking with a scream, she jumped from her bed. Her entire body shook with fear. She couldn't have simply imagined something that horrific, could she? And to have the same hums as in her dreams? There was something wrong here. Something dark and sinister. and that paranoia would not simply waver. She had to go back. She had to return to the library. She ran out of the door, the darkness of nighttime making it difficult for her to see where she was going. She ran in the direction of the library, not even knocking on the door as she swung it open, crying and screaming when she saw the sight that lay inside. She saw the terrible monster yet again, this time wrapped around the corpse of the librarian man. His face half-eaten and melted away from corrosion. His body was drained of all life force, nearly skeletal in shape, and blood pooled on the floor, soaking him and the creature in blackened gore. The creature hummed the same tune she had heard in her dreams, turning its attention towards the young goblin. Locking eyes with her, the goblin felt her body paralyzed with fear, as if the strongest cast of hold person was placed upon her. For the first time, she saw the creature as more than formless abomination. The being was one of indescribable horror, with wretched and gnarled skeletal features, and eyes devoid of soul or feeling. Its body was starved, mere bone beneath a shadowed frame where its own hunger for blood seemed to scream out at her. The creature's tongue lay sprawled from its mouth, where a ghastly grin spread across. Mocking. Laughing. Hungry. For her. The beast charged towards her with incredible speed. In an instant, she would be dead. Her body had no chance to react until she called out, "Stop!" In a flash of blue, everything froze around her. The grimoire lit up, the runes and gems inscribed within it glowing with an icy blue hue, as the monster became engulfed in a blue weave of magic. It was trapped, motionless and vulnerable to the mercy of the spell. The goblin watched in awe as the creature she had been paralyzed by moments ago felt itself paralyzed, frozen in time? She could move around the beast, watching it as it stood completely motionless, jaws unhinged and ready to attack her should the spell break. She finally understood. You can't kill what's inevitable, only delay it. She couldn't kill the creature, just delay its attack a while further. It was then everything went black. The goblin awoke from her slumber, eyes heavy with the weight of the nightmare on her mind. She found herself home, in her own bed, in her own cottage with the smell of tea brewing. Where was the monster? She looked beside her bed. The same grimoire now lay closed, the runes now muted and dulled in color. What on earth happened? A moment ago she was going to be killed. And now... The goblin looked outside. It was daytime again. Her room smelled of the same apple cinnamon tea she often brewed first thing in the morning. Had her horrors even happened? Was this the same morning as the day she had just experienced? Would she encounter that creature in the library? Was everything about her day fated to be the same? And the most important question, was the librarian okay? Running to the library, she was shocked to walk in and find him alive, bright smile on his kind and wrinkled face. She searched, desperately looking for any sign of this creature's influence, but found it was completely gone. Instead, all she heard was a chilling hum. "You can't kill what's inevitable," the voice taunted. "Death comes for all, even you." She clutched the grimoire tightly in her arms and felt its thrum of power inside her. Somehow, this book saved her life. Somehow, she could see a creature that wasn't really there and knew when they were going to strike others. And somehow, she could stop them. Armed with the grimoire at her side, the goblin set out on her adventure. studying the art of both divination and chronomancy. She's determined to learn the secrets of her visions and save the lives of all she encounters wrapped up in the being's unholy grasp. Now, in the present era, people will tell unexplainable stories of their lives being saved when they thought they could have died. A sudden hand pulling you back when you're about to fall. A strange wind pulling you up when you drown. A bright light guiding you when all hope seems lost. And every now and then, someone reports a strange green figure attached to it all. Hi! Scuff. I'm nothing without Scuff. Well, but hi! Hello! It's nice to meet you all. Oh, mercenary orc. No. Do not be mistaken. The other Appleseed is not gone. This is a thing I do. I have multiple different classes. It's a redeem of mine. You can basically just redeem different class variants. But hi! Hello, everyone! Here, let me just... Hi! So, what'd you think? What'd you think? What are your thoughts? I need to shout out before I do anything else. I've got to shout out Sue. Sue is amazing. Sue did such a beautiful job bringing this version of Appleseed to life, which is, if it wasn't clear, Wizard Appleseed. I am the wizard variant. Hello. Appleseed the Red, honestly. I have been, kind of unintentionally having different colors associated with the different Appleseeds. Chronomancer slash Diviner? A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I originally had divination on my mind, and then chronomancy. I decided to do some fucky-wucky shit with that, but this is Wizard Apple! Yay! She's a little, soft-spoken, kind of similar to Cleric Apple in that regard, but much different in experiences. I fought my own version. You're dipping into a bit of my territory with time stuff. I think Death is streaming, but I'm fully ready for him to call me out for making him into the bad guy, considering I literally had Death personified as the villain here. But yes, I'm Wizard Apple. I am a little more shy than the other Appleseeds, but I do hope you all enjoy and, we get to know each other. This will now be, as of today, as of going forward, just something that you all can redeem alongside the other Appleseed variants, in which, I could literally quickly go through all of them if y'all just give me, a few seconds. We've got Bard now. Oops. Sorry, I didn't realize that was still open. We got Bard. We've got Cleric. We've got Warlock, who's a little Brooklyn. We got Barbarian. And now we have Wizard. And, of course, Druid as well. But I think that one goes without saying. I've been wanting to, do little skits. I'm just not sure how the PNGs specifically would work in that regard. I'm confident I could probably edit them. Do I get to appear in Sheriff Apple's lore? If it gets completed, then sure. If you want to steal multiple models, I'm certainly not the first person to do it. I will say I'm the first person I've encountered to have multiple classes, and I do credit myself for that. I'm confident someone else has done it, but I'm the first person I've met who's done it. Oh, the class idea? You could. There is the part of me that's like, no, this is my baby, don't touch it. But I wouldn't be offended. I do think it's a fun idea. Yeah, maybe I could I don't know, start doing it on TikTok or something. You know those shitty little D&D memes you see on things like Tumblr? I'm confident I could work something out. once I get enough. Yeah, Twitch stories or YouTube shorts, anything like that. But yeah, this is me. I didn't really have a plan for the rest of the stream after debuting this, so I thought maybe we could play Wildermyth, because I do think that's very fitting for her. I know I'm playing Wildermyth tomorrow morning too, but I'm not going to complain about more Wildermyth because I really like it. I think it's a beautiful game. But if anyone has questions about the lore and stuff, feel free to ask, please. I love talking about my lore. I'm a huge, lore slut. Every time I debut one of these, writing the lore is, my favorite thing. So yeah, if you have questions, please, by all means. Would I like an orange? My name is Appleseed, Shooty. Sacrilege. I think I've said it on stream before, but I actually really love oranges and will regularly snack on oranges. I had one not even 5 minutes before going live. Just a little mandarin orange. Yeah. We'll have to compare lore notes with you sometime. I mean, if you ever want to like watch my lore, all the other Appleseed lore streams, I do have like a playlist on YouTube that is just devoted to the lore without like the grander stream. It's just the lore segments. Let me find that. Hang on. Hang on. But yeah, like this playlist is just my lore streams. Of course, now I'll need to add this one. I hope this one was longer. I think it was. The last two have been pretty short, so I wanted this one to feel a little longer. But anyways, it is I, Wizard. It was a good story. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that. I work my ass off on these lore things, but I do like I do always get like super nervous the day of and being like, what if people hate it? What if it's bad? Have any of the Appleseeds ever met each other? I have, and this is so far down the line because I need the money to commission them all, but I have this grand plan to make like a whole interweaving lore like stream thing in the future. So in canon, no. In jokes, yes. Yeah, it'll be my Until the Vappleverse, exactly. Also, I will head bats. Thank you, Shooty. Oh, it's not quite on my head. Hang on. Hang on, let me fix. There we go. A sitcom where all the Appleseeds live together in a single house. That's my actual goal. My actual goal for streaming. Sorry, I think that's really funny. My actual goal for streaming, and I'm saying it publicly right now, someone clip it. I just want a TV network to pick me up in a one-woman TV show where I play all the other Appleseeds living in a sitcom family-style house. But they're all played by me. It's all just me. I am every single Appleseed. It's a one-woman cast. Maybe there's other characters, but like all the major characters are just me. Reminds me of that one animated show with the clone dude. Which one? There's a lot. We call it the Apple Tree? There we go. Look at that. We got a fucking title. Alright, that's it. Oh, that's so stupid. I love it. Alright. So, should we play some Wildermyth? I still plan to be live for a while. Do y'all want some Wildermyth? Nerd. I mean, this is Wizard Appleseed. I feel like if you're going to say nerd to any of them, this is the one that you're legally allowed to call a nerd. Okay, I'm just gonna change the title of the stream. Let people know that Wizard Apple has now debuted. Welcome to the Wizard Council. Thank you. Although I'm gonna be real, Drazov, I feel like you're the type of wizard that I'd oppose. Okay, Carl Squared is the one you were talking about. I don't remember much of Carl Squared, but I do remember thinking it was a good show. Places a gun on the apple? This Appleseed would be terrified of guns. She would cry. She is not a gun person. This Babbo. Okay, just give me a second to adjust some things. I know you guys can't see anything yet, but that'll change very shortly. Okay. But now I need to be in character. Yeah, so this is the Appleseed that is kind of my...
Fruit salad.
Holy
Yummy,
pretty!
yummy.
Oh, thank you, Amber.
Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy fruit salad.
Again, all of the credit in the world to Sue, aka MilkyCrystalWay. I've been wanting to commission Sue for, like, for actual years. But it's one of those shitty things where it seems like every time she had her commissions open, I was just really poor. She's working on something similar for you? Yay! Oh, I can't wait to see it. But, yeah, I'll do a new story. But, yeah, Wizard Apple is very much designed to be the counterpart to Cleric Apple, whereas Cleric Apple is quiet, shy, and then, like, you know, a bit more boisterous when lewdness is involved. Wizard Apple is just quiet and shy. She is just like the sweet girl next door that, you know, you just kind of want to protect her because she doesn't know anything about the world. That's what Wizard Apple is. She's the Appleseed that I truly don't want anything bad to happen to ever, even though she is, without a doubt, the apple that exists that the worst shit has happened to so far. You know? Anyways, I'll actually be right back. I'm gonna grab water. But just hold on tight. We'll be playing soon. I think we're just gonna do, like, Age of Ulstrix. That's kind of the, like, tutorial campaign. So we're just gonna do that one. But I'll be right back. Just I'm not even gonna go on BRB, just literally hang on tight, talk amongst yourselves, that sort of thing. cinnamon roll character ever, just to torture and traumatize. Honestly, yeah. That's the way she is. Also, damn it, Shooty, you mentioned oranges, and that made me want one, so now I have a mandarin that I'm gonna eat. Okay. Hi, Matt! How are you doing? Okay. We're playing Wildermyth. If you don't know what Wildermyth is, it's a tactical RPG slash storytelling game. It is a beautiful, beautiful game. I have sunk 136 hours into it. So, I am a fan, if that wasn't clear. I have done every single campaign and have done multiple just like legacy and short chapter campaigns. So yeah, we're playing some Wildermyth because it ties into lore. I'm just updating my indie dev command, so if people use !indie dev, it will plug the right devs. I'm a wizard. This is Wizard Appleseed, Matt. We're gonna do just adventure difficulty. Yeah, we'll do just adventure difficulty. Okay. Oh, Genie, I love this game. Okay, so we need a warrior, we need a hunter, and we need a mystic. And you can kind of design whoever you want, really. It's very easy to make, like, your own kind of D&D characters. Or just tabletop characters. So, let's start with our warrior. Male, female, or non-binary? I'm gonna do this with basically any decision for a lot of this game. Just whoever says something first, I'll likely go with. Why is it scrolling so much? That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't like that. But there we go. Okay. We'll make them tall. Let's have a character, Eugenie Problem. Sure. I'm gonna have a male. I like making my characters just attracted to anyone. I mean, we can make it MP. I'm cool with that. Do we want a masculine or a feminine body? What even is gender? You know what? That's fair. You know what? No, I want them to have a feminine body. I usually don't pick my own names, but if someone does have a good name, let me know. For now, we're gonna just kind of... We'll do that last. I'm gonna make them kind of angry looking. They're a warrior. They're allowed to be. They can be angry. That's okay. Name them. Cerveza Crystal. I like that. Cerveza. I don't know if there's a joke there that I'm missing. I didn't understand the meme, so it's too late. I'm doing it now. I haven't looked at the Discord really at all today. What is that? I don't... We're gonna give them just kind of a pretty, like... We'll give them, like, a bun like that. No, I lied. We're not gonna do that. We'll give them, like... kind of short hair like that. I'm gonna make them a bit paler. We can make their skin a completely random hue. That is an option. We could just make their skin blue if we really wanted to. I'm not sure why we would want to, but you know, we could do it. That's really funny, actually. You know, mostly clean shaven, but then just like slight stubble. I actually kind of like that. I think that looks good. We're rolling with it. I usually don't change the history. I kind of just like to see what the game throws at me. Unless, like, I'm making a very specific character. The personality I usually fuck with, though. What do we see? What do we see Cerveza Crystal, the warrior, as? What sort of personality do we see them having? Hashtag not spawn. I see her being or them being snarky. I said them being kind of snarky. Yeah, I'm gonna put snark at the top. Not cowardly, not bookish, maybe greedy. Non-binary snarky warrior. We'll do like Maybe a little silly. A snarky goofball, perhaps? There. I think I'm gonna go with that. The goofish snark. Okay. So we've got our warrior. Now let's I wanna make a short king. I wanna make a short king. That's what I want. I want our hunter to just be a short king. A dwarf. Unfortunately, we can't change the race, but oh, apparently he's a little flirty. Okay. Okay, well, I leave them attracted to anyone. Iron Dew does sound like a dwarf last name, though, to be fair. Yo, Scanlan? Iron Dew does sound like a dwarf last name. What's a good dwarf first name? I want him to have, like graying kind of... hair. Not that he's old, just, it's just graying. Brithier? I like that. Is it Brithier or like Brithier? I like Brithier, personally. I'm gonna have to learn how to pronounce the name of this fucking beer, though. Have him be kind of like balding, actually. Maybe we'll go with that. Maybe he's just bald. He's just a bald dwarf, but with a big, thick-ass beard. Face shape is giving Shaggy Scooby-Doo. Maybe we just make Shaggy. I think we need to mess with this much. I'm gonna make it a bit more brown just because we've got greens going on over there. That can be... I mean, it doesn't matter what shade you make it, it still looks... Okay. There's our hunter. And now we need a mystic. Poetical romantic? Was that his personality? I didn't even see. Interesting. The poem question. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. He's probably a hot-headed, like, loner. Maybe a little snarky, too. No solid leader of this group. Not yet, at least. We still have one more person to make. Okay, well we've got a male, we've got a non-binary, so let's make a female. We just round out all the genders here. She started out pretty tall. Just gonna make her like average height though. Yeah, we can make her a leader. mean, she's a mystic, so kind of bookish would make sense. Bookish or poetic. Perhaps romantic as well. Kind of like poetical leader. Mysterious and brash integrity. Interesting. Yeah. A little like... a little bit of a goofball. And also a little bit of a loner. Okay. I like her face, actually. We're gonna keep that face the same. I'm gonna give her kind of... I like that hair, actually. I like the waves there. What is her name? Her name can be... What's a name that's funny? What's a stupid fucking name? I mean, our dwarf doesn't have a stupid name, actually. It just her fucking beer. She can be Sunny D. Well, now I feel like I need to make her like bright and like a can of like a bottle of Sunny D. Like she needs kind of orangish blonde hair. Just bright like yellows. Hang on, I'm leaning into this joke. Any flavor of tang would also suffice. There. There's Sunny D. Okay, so we've got Cerveza, Breathier, and Sunny. Okay. Let's dive in. This book. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. How does that saying go? The unwritten word causes the most harm. Good. Then let this be the beginning. Here, in our yondering country, something in the woods is very strange. Bothered only by the prodding of their own self-doubts, a young person named Cerveza takes the seasonal road to the town of Mawson Trails. God, the randomly generated town names are sometimes so good, too. Like, Mawson Trails is a pretty solid town name. Roads, 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 buzzards, beetles, snakes, and toads. I don't know what I'm supposed to be thinking. Good sunshine, at least. If only my eyebrows were less annoying and my hands were bigger. Breeze is light that day. Birds are timid. In fact, the whole world is taking a breath, ready to leap in the sea. I'm there already, huh? Here's the hard part, getting Brithier out of the house. Unless he's out alone somewhere, then I get the joy of tracking him down. That's smoke? Fluttering flames roost among the far-off rooftops. Cerveza hurries towards town, thinking of Brithier, a young man who they've known since childhood. Okay, so what's our relationship with Brithier? Rivals? Friends? Maybe a little something more than friends? Hi, Dorina! Yes, this is Wizard Apple. She's very shy and, not super good with people. But, you know, happy to be here regardless. I'm doing good. Just happy to have debuted a new apple. Happy to have a new one to talk about, to show off, to do silly shit with. Okay. I don't think it's romance. I feel like it's just rivalry is like... Love the haircut. Thanks. Sue did an amazing job. Like, Sue killed it. It looks so good. And y'all should all go check Sue out. I'm seeing Cerveza as the child to the other two's mom and dad. So probably, like, rival or friends, then. I'm gonna say friendship. Brithier, where is everyone? Did you get tired of buildings? Okay. So we've got the ability to move. Forgive me if I don't explain a lot of this game as I go. Like, I've played it many times. His house still standing, at least. Brithier, you're not all burnt up, are you? Brithier. They don't know. Why is no one... The door unlocks. Brithier shoves it open. Hey, do you not smell the... I smell the smoke. Get inside. Slam. Your bow. Yeah, there's things in the streets. You didn't see any? Like, monsters. I don't know. I got one trapped behind. Garoo! Garoo! Behind the house. Staying in here isn't really an option. Right. So here, I've got some tools around. You're stronger than I am. You can swing something pretty good. I bet we can at least drive it off. What do we get? Pitchfork, pickaxe, or frying pan? Frying pan's a classic. But I'll let you all decide. I know there's a mod that exists that turns the frying pan into actually a pretty viable weapon that you can, like, upgrade. I do not have said mod, but I should really get it. I'm thinking... I normally do frying pan, so part of me is like, I don't want to do frying pan, but it is the funny. It is the funny one. It is the funny option. It's the warrior, but I'm also getting a bit of useless non-binary energy. That's so mean. It can be killed, right? Or it can't. We'll find out once we open that door. Look how people say girl failure. Whack! Wait for it to come here. It's dead! So yeah, combat's fairly simplistic. You just do some, like, pretty basic, tactical combat. Okay, Vigilance is really good, but Sentinel is like... Sentinel's nice when you end your turn in Guardian. The problem is we don't have the ability to activate Guardian super fast yet. So we'll do Vigilance, actually. Oh, Rogue is so good. It's just like a free stealth attack, basically. Okay. Stunt Chance is our crit. So I'm gonna give that... Yeah, Gray Plane is basically, you know, you're in stealth mode. I'm gonna give that to Cerveza. Well, aren't you glad you came to town today? The creature's death is quiet. It seems to slip from life in a few stunned, hazy blinks. They'll spend a piece of the day getting the flames under control. The damage isn't as bad as it could have been. Townsfolk emerge from hiding to fight fires and clear debris, some full of curiosity, others visibly haunted by what they've seen. We should go. Sunny is alone. Sorry, I know you're tired. Me too, but now I worry she might have met something. She's at that ruined tower by now. Right. The town will be okay. Sunny will be waiting for us. What happened today could be happening everywhere, couldn't it? Something about that tower. It's just stuck in my mind. It's like when you get apple skin in your teeth. Is it really? Huh? Yeah. Anyways, we said we'd meet her. We should. The tower in the hills. You been there? Yeah, once. Actually, looking at the tracks, they come and they go that direction. Cerveza and Brithier follow the pounded path of monstrous feet, hoping for the best and dreading every other possibility. Alright, now if we're having mom and dad energy with Sunny and Brithier, I want Brithier to be liking Sunny. A wordless while passes between them, but the quiet only heightens their worry. You've always been a lot of fun with her, I thought. Of Sunny? You mean I have? Oh. Is that true? Well, I love what she thinks about. I love that she looks at things and really sees the thing. She pays attention. There's reverence in her gaze. My headcanon is that he's the grumpy dad and she's like the positive, full of energy, like, loves life mom. That's my new headcanon. And plus, it seems like no matter where she goes, we tend to have adventure. Yeah, she's the live, laugh, love mom, and he's the don't you dare put that shit in my house dad. Alright. I'm gonna scout out the next tile. The previous night. The tower where Sunny had arranged to meet Cerveza and Brithier is a place she often used to escape to as a girl. She knows its rooms and floors so well. She could survive being chased through them. I wait, I suppose. Dust gets deep as rain puddles in here. Alive is alive. Better have a plan if that beast breaks through. We stand separated, in space and in perspective, as the crow and the wolf she looks down to. Woof! Schnuff-ruck! But one of us must kill the other. What can a bird do but caw at you with her wings bound? It's a picturesque old tower, perfect for a plot twist. Maybe the boast of some long-dead despot whose name has sunk in the river. But as the old will tell you, precious things go overlooked in a ruin. What lodges amid the bones of failure is often the dream that drove it. But look, why have I never... Woof! Easy there. I guess you're wondering why I'm talking to myself, huh, beast? I'm also wondering... Sunny bends to pull it loose. The book's heavier than its slender spine suggests. Guys, it's the thing! It did it! It did the thing! We can all go home now. Game over. End of stream. It said the thing. Alright, see you next time. Look at all this. It's full of strange stories, the folklore of folk long forgotten. Circles of the ancients is wild nonsense. How a woodcutter can read the rings inside old trees to find the exact moment a grove began calling itself a forest. Do you hear hidden fish? Has nothing to do with fish. It's the tale of a boy burned to glass by lightning and buried, who wakes in the darkness, a fresh young worm, and begins his eternal swim through the earth. The Mawson Trail's magician, says a magician was born who banged solid rings together so stubbornly that they joined. And by this method, he connected all the stories ever told. Sunny reaches the last word of the final tall tale. A few blank pages are left. This book. Something in her feels like it's coming loose, but she can't tell exactly what. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. Good. Then let this be the beginning. Here, in our yondering country. Sunny writes, birds are ready. Omens have formed in the fabric of everything, and she's beginning to recognize them now. Some are just misgivings. They've crept through her body, like the sourceless arches one wakes with. Others are more substantial. Now they seem lightning plain, a promise of thunder. For in the wild black woods where birds once belled, a hateful silence churns. Pain lights Sunny's head, subsides. I made it to morning? She lowers her bleary eyes. Her story lies before her in luminous script. Empty pages have sprouted behind it. Why do I feel powerful? What are we grabbing, a spoon or a staff? I just think it's hilarious that you could be like, why do I feel powerful? And then, do you want a spoon? Or something you can actually beat enemies with? Why would you take the staff when you could have a spoon? I'll go with the staff. I'll do the thematic choice. Well, Beast, it's time. I'm getting out of here. Now, here's something I absolutely adore about this game. I love how magic works. In that, the way you do magic is by interfusing with objects. So, for example, The display case here has bone, so it can do bone lance. The table here is wood, so it can do splinter blast. And you unlock more, like, as things kind of go on. Ah, damn it. Of course I missed. No, I can't hit it again. Yeah, it's material bending. It's super, super neat, I think, at least. There we go. We're gonna give her Elementalist. It just gives her elemental infusions more things she can do with them, basically. More monsters roam the ruined halls and rattle the rotting furniture. But Sunny moves quietly, sensing her way in the dark. Daylight lands on her wrist. Cool wind soothes her tired eyes. It's still the same world. She closes the tower door, gentle to make no noise. That was the mystic's art that I did. Right, tower? Where'd I get it from? Could it have just happened? Is it just one of those things? Things a woman's born with, that might blossom in her life when she needs them? Suddenly I could listen to the bookcase, talk to the flame, feel the sweetness in that onion plant. Sorry! Of course, this means I've got some new responsibilities suddenly. First one's maybe to figure out my limits. Sonny, you're okay. You're okay. You look like it. Hey, Sonny, something happened? Brithier, you're here, and you're safe. Good. Oh, sorry, you too, Cerveza. Cerveza and I only barely made it. I don't know why Brithier all of a sudden has an accent. Yeah, see that smoke on the horizon? That's from the town. Yeah, that's moss and trails. It burned? Garoo! Things are different than they were. Yeah, well, I don't know if you've ever seen something quite like this. Trauma? He trauma spawned an accent? Is that how that works? Can you just trauma create like a... I don't even know what fucking accent was that? I don't even know. Okay, well, I do magic. Yeah, I don't know how it's actually pronounced. Maybe I should... How do you pronounce Cerveza? I'm watching like a video. It's a
Captain goes down with his ship.
Jack Sparrow meme.
Open the chest. Open the chest. I need to see it.
What, tell me how to pronounce this thing? Hang on. Cerveza Cristal. Okay. So, yeah. Cerveza. I'm not going to pretend this is rational, but, at least there's a plan, I guess. Perfect understanding isn't likely to emerge. But these beasts are where they came from, what drove them to attack the town of Moss and Trails. But letting them nest here feels like the wrong idea. We don't have a plan, do we? Sure, well... Back in my house, it was pretty simple. Kill the beast before it kills you. Cerveza is the front line, the other two are more back line. Okay, none in that. Door, at least. And none in that door. Okay. I thought maybe they were just in the other door, but I was wrong. Let's silk step, that way we're in the Great Plain. Just gonna wait till we see a beast. Is there not? Oh, there they are. Okay. I was about to say, is there not, like, creatures somewhere? But just not where I could see them. We'll do a flare. Okay, well at least the rogue got blinded. That's good. Yeah, because if it's blinded, then it can't nicely hurt us. Kill that one. Apple the student! Yes, I'm a wizard now. Or at least, this form of me. I am a wizard, Apple. The very sweet bean. Absolutely, like, adore how she turned out. You have a punny fact for me. The ASL sign for pasteurized milk is literally just the sign for milk made while moving your hand down past your eyes. That's really funny, actually. It's pasteurized. Okay, I'm gonna just back up and let... to kill it. Beauty. Ooh. Okay. Some mystic armor. That's really nice to get some tier 1 armor. When the individual is reduced to half their health, they become hidden. Witch veiling is really nice. Oh, that looks really pretty on her too, actually. I'm a big fan of that. Okay. As for block, we'll give that to Cerveza, because Cerveza is the one kind of up in the fray. The last misshapen creature folds its bones and dies. Blue fluid darkens the dust. Calmly unto death. There's dignity in that. You make it sadder when you say that. Hey, look at us. Look what we did. Day drops, day rises, dusk is sweet, the sunrise sweeter. It's not long before they've cleaned the old tower up a bit. We'll be working on this place forever, I'm telling you. Storms are milling above our hills, the neighboring fields, rivers. It's time to raise our walls, fortify our hearts, and survive. We who see the clouds must act first. Let's not wait to be overrun. We're a company of heroes now. We'll walk the land, we'll fight. People need us. We'll give ourselves a name and make sure it's one they'll sing. Now, these company names, very rarely it gives you a good one. More often than not, they're kind of ass. Like, the Lizard Greenlings, the Wastrels of the Angry Sigil, the Calico's Cosmos isn't bad. But I'm down for suggestions if anyone has a good idea. If anyone has any ideas, I'm absolutely open to it. Otherwise, I'll just like press the random button a whole bunch and hope that we get something decent. The Alliance of the Fierce Snake. The Riders of the Light Undying. I just like the Undying Light as a name. That's kind of nice. Kids of the Marble Darkness. The Romantics of the Seven Flowers. Are they gonna add company at the end of the name? I don't...
No, they don't.
Captain's here to confirm.
Yep.
Yeah, because we had the lizard fuckers.
Yeah. And the Deer Grinders.
Deer Grinders was a good name for that campaign.
Yeah.
I've
Lizard
played
fuckers were-
most of this game with Captain.
I think all of them. We've done all the...
Well, we've done all the campaigns, but like most of my hours in this game is with you, is what
Fair
I'm
enough.
trying to say. So, they will not add company at the end. This is a campaign specifically where we're fighting Gorgons. If that inspires anything. Nuclear Family. That's just the name of the all Appleseed TV show. Come on. No, that's the apple tree. We've already decided that, actually. I forgot. I should start looking into doing little skits, though, with all my different apple forms. I think that'd be really fun. Nuclear Family. I like it. After that, the three of them are inseparable. Rumors are rampant, heroes are needed. This world will be flooded in sorrows, but its defenders are joined by a fire that night. Here follow the tales of Nuclear Family. Be remembered. Okay, so we get calamities. After every, like, major thing, basically. Calamities just make things slightly more difficult. Okay, we're gonna secure this spot first and find a new item. Then we're gonna recruit someone new. Dodge chance. I'm gonna give that also to Cerveza. I want to give a lot of the early stuff to Cerveza because they're our frontline. And yeah, we don't have a lot of legacy points, but it's worth it to get one. Now, I do have a lot of characters in my legacy. Like, specifically, those are ones I think I have with Fiona in the Wildermyth we were playing together. But we're just gonna make a new person. I'm wanting someone ideally to be kind of another hunter, but this one's more rogue, like with a dagger, melee focused hunter, as opposed to our Brithier. Oh my god, I forgot the name. Who will be more ranged. Make them attracted to anyone. Let's do some with dark skin, black hair. We'll do a female. Now, who is this person in the family? That's what we should figure out first. we have our parents. We've got our kind of child. The aunt who's a bad influence. All right. Well, she's greedy. She's snarky. So why not? Hi, Lucy! Yeah, she's snarky, she's greedy. She's romantic because she's absolutely just talking to you about how much she, like, loves weddings and shit. But I think greedy and snarky are her two main personality traits. For going wine on, I actually have a very specific aesthetic, so I'm abandoning kind of what I had going. I need to give her that kind of look. I want, like, long hair. It could be tied back, I guess. She dyed her hair, specifically, because she wanted to feel young again. So she dyed her hair purple. Be nice if I could, if, you know, highlights were possible, but I don't think they are, so. But, you know, she wants to feel young. She wants to feel youthful. Just maybe something like that. See ya, Arcs. We're doing more Wildermyth tomorrow morning, if you're around then. I think I like that one. Dyed hair aside, kind of sounds like my aunt. Yeah, I mean, she dyed her hair, but you know, it's to seem hip with the kids. Don't think that she's actually cool or anything. And hear me out here. How can I spell aunt? A wine aunt. Quite literally. A wine aunt. She's perfect. It didn't take long to trek back to Moss and Trails, and the town still seemed like the best bet for finding another able pair of hands. Although I kind of do love the idea of a wine aunt being a warrior. So maybe we have another warrior. I rarely have more than one mystic. Until the game kind of, you know, just gives you enough characters. Mystic's never what I have two of first. It's you, from the Heroes. I was hoping you'd come back. What, did we miss a few Gorgons? Oh, everything's fine, and that's just it. It's been quiet in Moss and Trails so far. But I heard those things you said. That talk of maybe not just sitting on our butts, little Gorgons crawling through the windows. And it stuck with me, more than I would have thought. You were right, though. There's a certain spark of sense, if you think about it long enough. Could use another fighter on our side, if you're game. Oh, fantastic! I'm glad you offered. At the very least, I could be a solid meat shield. We'll have to do our part, right? Yeah, you know what? I like a wine aunt being another warrior. I like the idea of her being our fucking tank. I want to build her like that if we can. Alright. They're gonna recruit her. Beautiful. I don't like Stalwart. We'll do Battle Dance. Okay, and then we'll send the party up above first. Old formed caverns stretch between Grimway Tannery. Let's walk closer. Right, Cerveza? That you with the scuffy shuffle? Only their own back-barking echoes answer them. Wait, where's Cerveza? How many breaks do they have to take? Weird. I thought they were right. I thought, this place lies to your ears, I guess. Oh well, they're dead. Goodbye, Cerveza. I barely knew ya. Damn! They scour their steps for the last sign of Cerveza. Ah, this. I found it. Another way. Below them, in the coldening ground, in the fungal glow. Yep. This is exactly the thing I ought to be doing. By myself, me and the unspooky mushrooms. Oh, and the treasure cave, which is, I suppose, what this is. Under blade-sharp stones, a wider space, a firmer shine. There's a powerful smell, a heart smell, the heart of the mountain. And at first glance, Cerveza thinks a massive gray man is hunched over at a blue-white flame. But they realize, hey, what are you? Smooth contours, perfect edges, carved, not by tools any hands have held. I expect you probably sprout tentacles when I touch you, and you clench me up, squeeze my ribs to splinters. Whose gem is that, though? Because is it yours or mine? Are we prying out the gem? I mean, I feel like we got her, right? When a game just throws an opportunity like this at you, you gotta take it, right? Do I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? I'm gonna do it. I'm leaning towards doing it. Go for a pull with Aladdin. Alright. What I'm saying is, this is your fault. Cerveza wiggles their gut knife into the seam between gem and setting. And only a moment after they do so, an indistinct tremble travels up the blade. That's the I messed up sound. Harmonic vibrations. They swell. They sing in the joints of Cerveza's skeleton. Cerveza bends near, lowers their knife. I don't see any damn! A thunderclap. A luminous flood. A wet, bloody odor, and the sulphurous scent of fresh split rock. Time seems to pause, and the world fills in with white. And then fades into normal motion. Color. Ugh. Ow. What did you just do? Cerveza? Yeah, there's a lot of cool transformations in this game. I've had this one before. There was a brilliant gemstone. I found it here, but then the thing freaked out, and now the gem's gone, which is like, gems shouldn't just go away. They who lusted for the jewels of the earth found them, but the father of Dungeon Deep was stern. He insisted his children be married before they be carried into the sun. What do you want about? Reach up, try touching your eye. Short while later, you can at least see. I can see through it. Facets. Things that shouldn't have facets. They'll emerge in daylight and encounter the enemy they sought, and Cerveza will look at things differently from then on. Okay, so what does this stone do? Stand chance. It just gives us +6 to crit chance, basically. So that's pretty good. Gonna just step. Oh look, it's a more foggy. This game has its own, like, unique monsters and stuff, too. They're all so freaking cool. Is that a fucking pun, Lumi? Is that a goddamn pun? But yeah, this game has its own, like, unique monsters and stuff, and they're all, like, so neat. So, we've already encountered Gorgons. This is more Thaki. They're basically, like, freaky, half skeleton, half machine people. Then there's Draven, which are like dragon lizard dudes. Then we got Deepus, which are just like an ancient old cult of kind of stony people. And then Thrixel, which are like aliens. The psychic abilities. So these here are the Morthagi. This is a Gorgon campaign, so primarily what we'll encounter will be Gorgons. That doesn't mean that's all we're gonna encounter, though, you know? Phew. Damn it. that's not good. That's definitely not good. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's super not good. Shit, 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 shit. Oh my god! It would help if, you know, we could actually hit things. Or not, I guess. We'll just suffer. We'll just suck. I don't want Cerveza to, like, suffer any injuries this early on. Yeah, go attack a wine. The game's throwing pity at me. It's like, oh, you're not hitting anything? That's okay, buddy. Okay. Hunter armor. Well, we'll definitely give it to Brithier because it's just better than the nothing armor he's currently wearing. I'm gonna give these knee pads to Cerveza. With battle done, they stand still a moment, warmed over by the rays of lowering sun. The gem casts a trickle of light on Cerveza's thoughts. I do hope that doesn't spread. Thanks, Brithier. You can still fight. You can see and see well. I see the edges and faces of things, like I never saw before. It's weird. Sounds like you've gained something, at least. Who knows? Maybe I'll be a diamond person soon. Maybe you'll travel to my heart. Under my ribs someday you'll find only a cold, glittering, impervious jewel. Whether it was wrath or reward, a trap or a twist of coincidence, will always be hard to tell. Years will show how deep the changes go. And an ancient god will dream in darkness, fresh dreams of new visions above the earth. Okay. So after you defeat every, like, threat in an area, you can basically secure the site, which gets you, like, items and shit. Extra health. A wine aunt already has more health than Cerveza, so I'm gonna give that to Cerveza. And then I'll make everyone travel back down there, just because I want Cerveza to get some health back before we take on this next fight. Ideally... Ideally, I like to try and cancel as many calamities as possible. But this is just a Gorgon campaign, so I'm gonna cancel the Gorgon ones, specifically. Because the other things won't pop up as often as Gorgons will. Y'all! Y'all, important update. Sunny and Brithier are flames. They're into each other. Oh, I want to lock this relationship. These two are only gonna fall for each other upon every campaign. Don't actually remember if I made Sunny, like, able to be with anyone. Okay, I did. Okay. Poggies. Cree, cree. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, well, I guess. Alright, fine. Gusts rise against them in cold complaint. And the quiet between Gus is gnawed at by night things. The wind. Others have to be nearby, so... Scratch. And now both of them start laughing. Ah, crazy. Us being afraid, right? You good now? I'm good. I don't remember what each of these get. I know courage gives you, like, extra damage and potency in the first few turns. So I'm gonna try fortitude and stoicism. Okay. They had some temporary HP and warding. Or for spirit! Okay, spirits are really good. Spirits basically enchant your weapons for you. Each of the elemental spirits can do a different thing. A leaf spirit, when you stunt, so when you crit, you get more HP. You get like temp HP. I would like Sunny to get that, if she can. So I'm gonna start kind of moving her closer. Might be a little dangerous, moving her close, but... I think she's okay in this position. I want to get up to the leaf spirit. Oh, I can't. Okay. I'm just gonna get right on up to it. And I'm gonna enchant her staff. So now she has the Arcane Pine Staff. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna be, like, extra careful. And I want to make sure that I'm keeping these two relatively together. You gotta go eat. Well, don't worry about it, Lumi. I'm gonna play till the end of, like, this first chapter, and then I'm gonna call the stream. So, I'll probably be going for, like, another half an hour. Just so we get to a good, like, closing point. And I'll be playing more tomorrow morning, so, you know. We've got... I'm gonna... wild grass the rogue here, actually. And see, yeah, she stunted, so now she got some temp HP. And then... okay, yeah, I can shred the warding, actually. That's fine. Cerveza kills it. All is well. Grab it, pin it to that tree. So now I'm gonna get Cerveza up there. Cerveza can knock it. Have fun making the fantasy Barbie dolls with the funny names Kiz. They might even have babies. It's possible. They could have an actual baby together. Alright. I was hoping Cerveza would level up, but that's fine. Cerveza has an empty hand, so you know what? I'm gonna give this Herlax to them. Okay, then we can heal up. Get some more speed. I would like to give that to a why not. And we're gonna travel back up. The Manse of Elm Trails. All the sweltering stars. When the moon's gone, all the stars seem happier. Reminds me of Tavern Hall before your face darkens the window, dear. Sonny, he doesn't know. Anyway, it's a good omen. The brightening stars. What do you need omens for, love? You know, long ago, an augur read the leaf patterns for me. Told me I'd fallen for a poem-spinning woman. I believe omens, now, much more than I used to. I don't need one, but I watch for them, all the same. Feel like it's dangerous. Fallen signs no one can actually read. Because, yeah. Okay, we got percentages for each of these. A wine has the best percent, so I'll try it. Am I depriving myself of something important? Am I the fool inheritor who leaves the family ruby buried, refusing to dig out the old garden? I just don't think I'll ever see it. Maybe that's the difference. Oh well, what's that line between the book witch and... Treasure these questions, Clove the witch. Grinning wide, they'll distract you from aging. They'll lengthen your stride. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, well I guess we failed whatever it was. Got our stunt chance doubled though, so that's nice. Hell yeah. You know what? Let's steal fire. And just burn it. Just burn it to the freaking ground. Why not? Just leave it. There's still the corruption. Fuck. That's a fine. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Yeah, same thing here. Anyone who moves through. Oh, 3 damage. I didn't see that. Fuck. Okay. You know what? We can just do that. The Lover's Vengeance bonus is so nice. hell yeah. Just throw an axe at a motherfucker and kill it. Okay, I didn't think that one would work, but it's worth a shot, you know? Just in case. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, and Cerveza gets their first proper level up. Broad Stripes is really good. It just makes, like, you know, broad swipes. So I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna increase a wine stun chance. Ooh, we got a Bogmore. Bogmore suck. That's okay. It's still early in the game. Oh, we got an opportunity already. Opportunities are basically like small backstory missions. Sometimes Cerveza would dig. A hobby is what it was, for a naturally skeptical heart, an expression of willing curiosity. Brithier, I found something. So have I. Really? What'd you find? A digging fool. Hey, root up any glowing flower? The Talmud's healer's sending folks out for it. No, no glowing flower. Want to see what I dug up? I'd be pleased if it was more than this pile of dirt. Is it more than dirt? Looks like a tablet? It's a stone tablet. It's got pictures on it. Careful. Looks old and weird. Hey, is that Brithier showing interest in my diggings? Well, a little bit. Looks like a map, right? We know some of these landmarks. Kinda have to find the place if we can. I'm gonna take Sunny. And then a Wynot can just stay here and secure that spot. The others will come back and join. If you complete the opportunities, then it gets just another free level up. So, this is gonna make Cerveza all of a sudden, like, skyrocket to our best unit. In a greasy, dark tunnel, Cerveza and Brithier happily spelunk. Spelunk-a-dunk! Who can tell what resplendent treasures await our bold heroes? Perhaps nothing at all. In fact, that is very likely. And yet it doesn't feel likely. These kind of places can be invigorating, I'll admit that much. Whoever hollowed it out was hoping we wouldn't find it. Ugh, dead end. They've come to a round chamber, deep beneath the earth. Their torchlight reveals uneven ground, the old marks of tools in the hard dirt. You bring a shovel? Something must be down here. Something is. Seems dead. These things could get active real quick. So the thing was probably meant as a security measure, so let's dig up what they were guarding. They keep digging. Digging. And digging. Well, can we go now? Okay, well we got 3 bad dudes. I'm gonna wild grasp it, because just having something pinned is always good. So Cerveza can go over and just whack it. Hey, Lurka! I'm doing very well. We debuted Wizard Apple today, which is the form that I am currently in. How adorable she is. She's a little shy, though. I hope that's okay. Discus is good, because Discus can usually take off a big chunk of HP. Just get the Spectic out of there. There we go. Damn. Yeah, 2 damage. That's not too bad. Goblin Wizard scares me. That's a lot of power for such a chaotic creature. I mean, I'm a Goblin Druid normally. I'm starting to complete my, like, spellcaster circle. Because I've got a Druid form, a Bard form, a Cleric form, now a Wizard form. I still need Sorcerer. And then, like, some of the half-casters. Okay, the dodge. I'm gonna give it to Cerveza. Breaks are nice. Brother stoops by the near spring, refilling the canteens. Oh, I have Warlock, too. Yeah, sorry, Brother. Oh, come on. It wasn't so bad. Really? Yeah. Why do you suddenly look so limp? Well, just wondering what could be buried beneath 3 bone guards. Could be anything down there. Should we go back? Okay. Yeah, Cerveza leveled up again. I don't like these. I guess we'll do an upgrade to Vigilance. It's a little early for that, but the others can go that way again. I have said before, too, I specifically want Necromancer to be separate from Wizard. So I do need a Necromancer apple at some point, too. No, please. I want to stay longer. Don't make me go. Ooh, stun chance. I'll give that to a why not. And then go down there. Well, what better spot to wait out the rain than somewhere even the rain has forgotten? It's not like it's that much rain anyway. Sunny regards the wet field for a few minutes, then wanders up one of the more sturdy-looking staircases. What's been exposed to the sky for so long now lies covered in lichen. One room, however, remains relatively untouched by the elements. Rugs, huh? Not my thing, but everyone's got to have a hobby. You think it's an old collection or some thief's stash? Hey pal, wanna buy a rug? Someone put so much effort into memorializing these moments. Makes you wonder how many times stories like ours have played out. And then there's this one. The weaving's not like the others, among other differences. No loom I've seen weaves like that. Why anyone would want this in their collection, I'm not sure. Tapestry breathes a shivering aura in, then out again. Let's interfuse with it! Sunny steps closer to the tapestry and focuses her eyes beyond its surface, as if trying to peer deeper inside. There's more tied up in these threads. If someone was willing to... You sure you know what you're doing? Snap. Ah! Sunny is thrown against the back wall. Skittering, shiny limbs begin to spasm outwards from tapestry as it unravels. Oh, that's a lot of Thrixel. Okay, that's not good. Thrixel are bad. Thrixel are dangerous. Okay. I was not expecting that many Thrixel. Do I go for the guaranteed kill? Yeah, I think that's a smart idea. Fuck. Oh, they're interfusing with so much. That makes me so nervous. Okay, I need... Yeah, I need to get someone over there. Okay, kill that one. Nearly kill that one. Yeah, I should kill what I can. Necromancer is the superb spellcaster class. Necromancers are really fun. I have like a very specific idea in mind for Necromancer Apple. Oh fuck. That's not good. Okay, get Sunny like out of there. Wizard Apple's adorable. Thanks. I'm glad you like her. I was very happy with how she turned out. And she's gonna be a lot of fun to roleplay too, I think. A little bit like the reservedness of Cleric Apple, but a little bit more, just shy rather than putting on an act. Okay, both Sunny and breathier. That's nice. Ooh, a good axe. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, we could dual wield the axes. That's good, actually. Let's do that. Paladin, let's do. We'll do ambush. Good night, Owl. After the last creature falls, what is left of the tapestry drops and whips apart with a crackle. One more figure is expelled from it before the threads curl and burn away. It's Bergen! You're human. Or close enough. But are you real this time? Assuming we're not some mountain god's dream, yes, we're real. That's what they said the other times. Well, give us a chance, and I think you'll find that we persist quite well. What do you remember? A name. Bergen Caldersparrow. Enough of a childhood, long-ended adventures. But not much of what you're actually asking about. It's hard to tease apart what happened and what didn't. Sense of time passed, and a sense of purpose. Fighting something. Bergen is a character from when Fiona, Tiny Goblin, and I were playing Wildermyth together. Then perhaps not so much has changed. We're fighting too, it turns out. If you want to pick up where you left off, you look like someone who can watch your back in battle. It only costs 1 legacy point? Yeah, I'll take the free character. Fuck it. After the rain, nuclear family trekked on, one thread stronger in their own woven story. Oh, he has Untouchable. Untouchable is so good. Just when you get a kill, another, like, the next attack just misses you. Means we have 3 warriors, but you know what? That's okay. Because that also means we've got a full party. You can have more characters, but you kind of have to, like, start breaking them off then, because you can only have 5 do a task at a time. Grabbing a few more mushrooms. Oh no. I was looking for a decent feather. For a passing breeze of a fancy. It's not important. I won't laugh if that's what you're thinking. Yeah, it's super nice, Lucy. And then you kind of get, like, I usually get, like, an A team and a B team going. We snag what little bits of comfort we can in a world gone awry. Some people pray to gods, some carry totems and talismans. And on the edge of battle, sometimes I like to make my own little appeals to fate. Have you always done this? Not always, but when the crickets have that extra quaver in their songs, you don't ignore it. Aha! First I gather the bits. Gotta have the bits. A feather for speed, a pebble for strength, and a bit of moss for wisdom. What does moss have to do with wisdom? You know, something that would fit better? Oh, fair. Then I make a short appeal for each person. They don't need to hear it themselves. It would only put them on the spot, start them overthinking. But I'd feel better having spoken it to the swamp. The swamp may not take suggestions, but you plant the seed, just in case anything out there is in a listening mood. Satisfied with the recently pocketed feather, Sunny heads back towards camp. It's a 44% chance. I'm gonna try it. If you like, don't feel obliged. Brother follows Sunny into the tent. Brother is reminded that he and Sunny don't get nearly enough time alone together. Sunny sets the feather, pebble, and moss in her bowl. They're not the most carefully constructed sentences. One saves those for when others are around to appreciate. But something like, may Brother see himself the way I see him, and may that vision shine brightly enough to blind all who would dare harm him. And may a wine's great spear be guided true by her sense of our purpose. And maybe a little flowery, I think I get it, though. Let me see. May Sreveza's sureness in themselves make for swift thought and bold action. Exactly. And may Bergen have a happy song to sing afterwards. Don't forget Sunny. May Sunny continue to impress us with her enchanting command of the battlefield. Whatever spirits over here, may they recognize Sunny's care, and so take these words onto their backs. Aw, this is cute! I like this one. You're good at this. Just how good, I suppose, we'll find out. That's really cute. I like that one. Oh, Bergen has a little friend. He's a pet pine cone. And he can do forest kind. So he can wall with trees. That's kind of nice. Okay, I'm just gonna get, like, everyone kind of up here. Gonna have the ambush gets set up. There we go. Let's sort of open that door. Ooh, there's the Bogmore! Fun. Ooh, noxious tongue, it's so nasty. Don't pull me closer. There we go. That's good though, because that means everyone can start making their way over there. Yeah, we'll get some warding shred, but that's fine. Oh, hell yeah! Nice hit. Okay. Damn. Alright. Look at this. This party's already, like, kicking ass and taking names. We're just in, like, the beginning stages. I would like better spell damage and warding. The speed and dodge is not super important to me because she's usually in the back line. That's why they fight in groups, I guess. I mean, we do. We return to the rise above the Strack Wild veins. I bet it was apparent on my faces, the fear. Cerveza was as calm as a winter lake. Hey, Bergen? Yes, Cerveza. Ooh. Bergen Cerveza. Bergen Cerveza. I love romance. I just want everyone to get in romance. Sure, I'll walk with you. Or I mean, sorry. Was that going to be your question? I'm bad at these kind of things. These stories often start simple ways. Now it's just a wine aunt who needs someone. But it makes sense that she's alone. She's alone with her bottle of wine. Alright. We got warding. I'll give that to Bergen, I guess. Alright. And now we finish off this chapter. It's the final fight of the chapter. None of us knew what had changed the beasts who roamed our wilds. We knew something lived inside them. Blue burning hate that frenzied them, that left them still. A stone sentence, worse and more deadly than any venom. Today, we would finally find out where it came from and why it wouldn't stop. Well, Bogger Lair Glasslinks looks mostly intact, but we should still stay ready. Bergen, anything? Me? Honestly, I don't know. I'll follow your lead. Personally, I'm done expecting things to go smoothly. The approach to the town of Bogger's Lair Glasslinks is completely silent. I remember this, and I know we can just kind of walk up, but it's a bit more dramatic to do it slowly, so. As you know, people are petrified. Classic. Nothing quite like good old petrification. They're all stuck, aren't they? I don't know what to say. And how many more are there? There's tracks. They go up to that barn door. Hey, have you guys heard the story of the Garden of Souls? Whatever did this could still be inside. The barn is over here. So that's where we need to go. I'm just gonna get everyone kind of up there. Yeah, things are coming from all areas. Ah, Bergen has a leaf sphere. I didn't even notice that. I mean, it's helpful. But there we go. That bitch. There. Okay, we know we need to defeat the ambush. I'm just gonna kind of let everything come to us. We'll slowly, like, break doors and shit. See? Guardian, 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 guardian. Hell yeah. Ah, there's the bogmore. Very fun. Sunny, I'll have to Splinter Blast. There we go. Okay, now we can start making our way to the barn. And yeah, once I'm done this chapter, we'll call the stream there. Cerveza's the strongest, so I'm gonna kind of send Cerveza first. It's a big boy. And just kind of let them come to us. That's the best strat. Especially because, you know, that happens. Discus it. Whack! Alright. Now, if I can get... Yeah! There we go. Ooh! An extra strong mace. Oh man, I want to give that to Cerveza, but Cerveza does have a weapon already. So I'm actually gonna give it to a wine. I'm gonna give the extra block to a wine as well. Fear the ancient hero queen who reigns in salt cold deeps. In coils of azure silence, in her spirals she sleeps. You know that one? Say that? I always finish my fights. The hulking carcass steams from its many wounds. Hideous convulsions course along its appendages to the extremities of its body. Then... No! Brithier! No! The thing's tremendous tail flicks across the barn. It plucks up Brithier like he's a straw doll, his weapons falling uselessly from his hands as it pulls him in. Brithier, don't panic! A voice leaks from Brithier's mouth. It's a wrong voice, weird and discordant, like someone fretting and plucking a fiddle who's never picked one up. Still yourselves, bone stacks. This one speaks my words. I can make it die. You are not alike to us, weak lungs and small minds, stacks of splintering bones, thin blood that will so readily betray you. Why flail for your lives, so noisy? You can survive this. Just put him down. You think I flail for life as you do? I am Gorgon. The Master Ulstrix has promised us silence. The voice dissolves into a sound like rain or distant waves. Wriggling grips tighten. A tentacle invades Brithier's ear. Stop! Bergen leaps forward, lifting a nearby pitchfork and hurling it with thunderous force. Stop, I said! The tins of the fork sink into the beast's neck. Brithier falls free of its tendrils. As Sunny, a wine, and Cerveza rush over to make certain of the Gorgon's demise, Bergen helps the hunter, Brithier, to stand. You're all right now. Strange, stony affliction spreads from Brithier's ear. Brithier, this isn't over. I saw its mind. The stone was in its claws. Brithier takes the stone from Sunny's palm, turning it in front of his eyes, catching slender sunbeams that slice the barn wall. Strange polyhedral stone is slick with Gorgon blood. Epicryst. Each face is craven with an intricate image. The word in the Gorgon's head was Epicryst. This town, Boggerlair Galasliks, those petrified people, even this monster, none of it matters. The Gorgons have a master, Ulstrix it's called. It's looking for something, some myth or secret. I think the riddle is in this stone. I think we have to find out what Ulstrix wants, and make sure he doesn't get it. "10 years of peace follow." Okay. I'm going to save the game here. And that shall be the end of today's stream, friends. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this, Apple, I blame you for this. I had this plan for my debut, but due to my brain goblins and a coin flip, I have to change everything. Sorry? I guess? Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you had fun with Wildermyth, and I hope you enjoyed the debut of Wizard Appleseed. The lore portion of things will be up on my VOD channel, hopefully tomorrow? if not within like the next few days for sure. Yeah. I hope you guys had a fun time. 'Cause I did. Tomorrow we'll be playing even more Wildermyth and just having a good time with that. So yeah, it's gonna be good. We are going to throw a raid over to Arcanon and Death, who are playing Reciteer. So we're gonna send some love over to them. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. CST, for more Wildermyth, continuing this campaign. I'll see you then. Bye-bye, friends.